a beautiful shot of downtown Birmingham. We're here for the American Tipoff. 2025-26 basketball season is right around the corner. We talked to the Tulane men, so how about we chat a little bit about the Tulane Green Wave women? They tripled their conference win total from last season, finishing 9-8 in league play. In her first year at the helm of her alma mater, Ashley Langford led her team to the quarterfinals of the American Conference Tournament. The Green Wave returned 6 players, including the 2025 Freshman of the Year, Kendall Sneed, who averaged 10.9 points per game. Kendall Sneed is with us right now, along with her teammate, Amira Mabry, and the head coach of the Green Wave, Ashley Langford. Ladies, welcome to the set.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, thank you.
We just talked about your first successful season at Tulane, coach, at your alma mater. So I know there's some new faces on the roster, but you get to retain some as well. How do you hope to continue on that success that you began with last season?
Yeah, I mean, I think year one was just about establishing our culture, our expectation and standard. And I think that happened, right? You see that with our tripling wins and whatnot. And this year it's fun that we actually have 6 returning players that can now help the 8 newcomers, understand our standard, our expectation, our values, right? So having 6 back is really helpful. And then obviously the 8 are going to really help us moving forward. And, obviously our goal is to continue the trajectory of going upward.
Trying to retain talent these days, players, 6 returning is a big deal, especially having Kendall back, Amira back on your roster. What is that culture that you're trying to build, that it's a place players not only want to come, but they want to stay?
Yeah, I want everyone to enjoy their experience, number one, all right? And we talk a lot about connection and having joy. And I think when players are having fun, they're enjoying it, enjoying the experience, each other, the school, all those things go together, they want to stay, right? And we do things the right way, and we win, right? And that's another piece that we're teaching our players now is like, we're a winning program. Maybe we were down a couple years ago, but our standard is winning, and that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
You're setting that standard and you're winning games, and you do get to do it at your alma mater. So how much more important does it feel to you that you get to represent the Green Wave once as a player and now as a coach?
Yeah, it's a big responsibility, and I knew that coming in, but I was up for the challenge, and I don't take it lightly. And it's really cool to walk into Devlin every day and, see the banners that, I helped build or win championships. And I'm just excited to do that with them, right? And I want them to experience that. But, yeah, it's fun every day, every single day.
I love the schedule that you guys have put together, ladies. I know you're excited about it. There's some teams that jump out. You got Mizzou. You're going to host LSU. You got Bama coming in. What does it mean to start to schedule those big-time schools? And, what are you kind of anticipating? Obviously, you want to go one game at a time, but having those big names on your roster, looking ahead, maybe a postseason berth, with the NCAA, big games like that matter. Why do they matter to you?
No, for sure. That was a big piece of it in scheduling, and obviously we want to go to the NCAA tournament, and you can't win a game in the NCAA tournament if you've never played against a team that's going to probably be there, right? So we want it to be battle-tested early on. And I think, too, for them, right, and our players, they want to play the best, too, right? And they want to play those players that they played in AAU, right, who were ranked and all those things and all that hype. And for me, I enjoy those games, right, where we're, quote-unquote, the underdog, and I like winning, right? And so, last year we beat Florida, and, when I was at Stony Brook, that's what we did, and it's fun to do that, being the underdog, quote-unquote.
Kendall and Amira, you get to also play and step on the court in those games. And so, as Brooke said, you're taking one game at a time. But as you're preparing for this upcoming season, what do you think about those games? How excited are you to be in those moments?
For me, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for the experience, to compete, to be able to, like she said, be the underdog, quote unquote. It's very exciting. I think that's the best word I can use for it, is excitement.
And I would have to agree with Kendall. I also think that it's exciting doing it with this group of girls. I think that we're going to go out there and take this day by day, and it's going to show every day.
Kendall, you really had such a breakout season last year, leading the American in assists, top 5 in steals. You got Freshman of the Year. So to come back to this program, how important is it to build on it, to continue to get these wins, to play for coach, and, to embody being a star in this league? What does that feel like to you when I say that?
I'm super grateful. I really appreciate Coach Lane giving me the opportunity. As a lot of people may know, I didn't begin signing with Coach Lane. I signed to Coach Stockton at first, so we built a lot of trust and, just began trusting each other throughout the course of the season so I could have that season. And then my teammates were a great help to me. as well last year, just being a freshman and just learning from Reese, V, Kyron, you know, my teammates. It means a lot to me to come back to this team and have the role that I have.
And then just one follow-up. I said that your dad played professional basketball, for like 15 or something years? So you're the daughter of a basketball player. It's been in the house. What kind of lessons did you learn from him?
Too many to talk about right now. A bunch of
National Honor Society, so of course you learned a lot.
Nothing she can repeat on camera, maybe.
There
I
you
know.
go.
My dad was a longtime coach and player as well, so playing for him, I can't repeat some of the lessons. We can't curse on TV is basically the point now. Amira, I'll ask you a question. In the fact that you do return to Tulane, right? Coach just talked about the culture. So how would you even describe what that culture is like that makes you want to stay in New Orleans?
Well, I've been here for 4 years, so I've seen before Coach Lang and then while she's here, and I think that every year I'm learning a new part about myself along with Coach Lang helping me learn a new part about myself. And it's just an emphasis on love and trust and connecting with one another and building those relationships off the court that are helping us on the court.
Amira, you're such a source of efficiency for your team. You know, shoot 50%. Like, you get on some heaters now, okay? So 6 games with 20 points. You know, when you're starting to cook, when you guys are really working together, tell us a little bit about what that's going to look like in this year's version of the team. You guys running more, you score more. What is your role specifically?
I would say expect us to play really fast. I think that my role is whatever my team needs me to do. I can't be me without my teammates, and a lot of my success is from them.
And then, Coach, we talked about the returning players, and you do add those 8 newcomers. What are you hoping that they can bring to your program?
I mean, we lost a lot, right, with Sharice Pittman, first team all-conference, Kyron Whittington, V. Keenan, you know, a sniper. So we had to replace, right? And so we had to get some shooters, and I think, you know, our guard play is going to be elevated this year. We have a little bit more depth, I would say, in the guard positions, which is exciting. And, you know, I love forwards, but, you know, guards get us going. That's what it is, right? But it's nice to have Myra back, you know, still pounding the ball inside. Dylan Hannah, we're still going to be able to get the ball inside to her too and playing inside and out. But I think our transfers bring experience, right? And to me, that's how you win games, is the more experienced team typically wins, right? So CeCe Mays was a major impact at Marshall. Jordan Weaver at Queens. I mean, we got the JUCO National Player of the Year in Fat Daniel. So we've got a lot of players that are coming in with experience, and I think that will help us. And then we got some talented freshmen that I'm looking forward to as well. So it'll all come together, and like Myra said, we're talking about connectivity, and to me, they've really bought into that, and they've committed to that. And when you're connected, I mean, anything can happen. So I'm really proud of them for doing that.
And, Coach, your thoughts on the new format of the tournament? Top 10 teams go, you get a double bye. What's your thoughts on that?
I like it because for a long time I've won regular season championships and had to, you know, go all the way to the top, right? So I'm excited about that. I think it gives them, too, a little bit more emphasis on every single game matters. And we talk a lot about that, right? But it means even more now being able to get the number 1 or number 2 seed to really set you up to go to that, you know, to the championship game and ultimately the NCAA tournament. So a little bit more, you know, fuel, ammunition, but we want to win every one. So
I love that. It puts just a little bit more emphasis on every single game. So you're already locked in. Now you're locked in even more. The Tulane Green Wave women, ladies, thank you so much for joining the set.
Awesome.
Thank you.